Yes. Okay, you guys. I'm
You don't have a
here,
non-disclosure, it's fine.
here at Ballroom D&E called Gaming with Dad presents From Rangers to Devils. Okay.
I'll give you extra one. Thank you. You don't have to fight for them, don't worry. Oh yeah, sorry. He's like, I already got one! Frog. There we go. Get here. That one's third. Third. Right? Here, blue.
Over here, Johnny.
Pass the third row, let's try. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Thanks. And let's make a trade.
Way too long. I know, right? Yeah, but a little bit.
As I was saying, this is the event called Gaming with Dads presents From Rangers to Devils. This tells the special anniversary panel for the Devil May Cry series that's celebrating its 25th years. What's that? No.
She plays cricket.
Oh, you don't. Oh, he's wearing my wristband. Oh, wait till I see I got.
Oh, that's harder, guys. Oh, man.
Man, I was expecting more people to come. I was expecting a lot of cosplayers, players dressing up as Devil May Cry, but this is ridiculous. What kind of fans are you if you don't cosplay as Devil May Cry? Now all that's missing is Stan Ellsworth, who was in the video game. But where is he? I have a gift for him. Maybe it's because there were too many people in that line, like I saw earlier. Ain't that a witch? While they're waiting, oh shit, I don't want to ruin it.
You guys see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we see it.
Oh.
Some of the stuff that we probably should never show.
Switch.
Secret mocap.
Woo! We've seen.
All right.
I have not seen it. I'm looking forward to it. We can stall though. You guys want to do anything?
You guys want to do a little bit of Q&A while we're waiting for them to set up?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what was that you said? What was that you said? You want us to do?
Q&A.
Oh, Q&A. My bad.
My name is Johnny. We'll start with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. We got to go to Japan and work on the mocap, which was a really cool experience for me.
Yeah, get his picture, baby.
I'm Wendy Lee.
Woo.
I play Trish. And in some of the titles, and I don't know the numbers. You guys probably know the numbers, which episodes, and I know that there are two replacing us in the next one.
Oh,
I got to voice direct a little bit on the game, and I got to do a wonderful reunion with Adele McCarthy.
about to give you this, big boy.
Where is that? Washington. Yeah. And that was a first. It was so nice. Faye, his name was there. Dan Southward. That was all of us. Ruben, Miss Scotty, and yeah, it's really great to be back at Power Morphicon. It's the first time I've been maybe 3 or 4 times. So it's cool to see everybody, and I'm so glad that it's growing in strength and more people are coming out and supporting it and enjoying it. It's great to be here. Thank you. Does anybody have a question, or are we getting close?
He's actually got some.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do any of that, or can we hold off?
I want to make sure Ruben has everything set up right now. I want to.
Okay, then let's take the question. Somebody raise their hand.
Yeah, let's take the questions over there.
Can you belt it out for us?
Who was your favorite actor to work with?
Oh, they're all so wonderful. You know, it's so strange to think of a favorite because it's a collaboration.
Like like the most, like the one that you enjoyed playing, like the back and forth.
Actually playing a character or directing?
Both.
Oh, got it. I really enjoy the intense stuff. So I like extreme comedy or the really dark and kind of dramatic stuff. So I like the confrontational scenes that Trish has because she's been created to look like a certain somebody's mother. So it's kind of a strange dynamic there. As far as the actors go, every experience is a little bit different, but I really enjoy the variety of being able to work with lots of different people. And sometimes it's fun working with somebody who's a little less experienced because they want you to help collaborate more. But Johnny and I have been working together probably the longest, and we spent 4 years together in the trenches on the leash. So, and Power Rangers before that, so we've had the longest history.
It's also very nice to see that kind of together.
That's right.
When I first found out was that, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, about that. What's going to happen with that cast? We're like, do we get to play? I think they're talking Carol or
Wish. That'd be awesome if we got to come back in for a year.
I don't know if they're going to try to go for live action or not.
Well, I think it was live action. I think that's what I've heard.
That's what
For
they're
years. But I still think they should do like something like a series even, you know? And based on manga or something. They could do a lot more.
They might understand it if they do this.
I mean, if I'm taking that same question, everyone's awesome to work with, you know, and it is always great to hear it's finally done. But because we got to go to Japan, that like in part 4 and 5, but they did 3, but like for me, like in that, you got to really be that character. You know, because when we do like an anime or something, it's already drawn. You know, so somebody else, they make those whatever choices, right? And we have to make our version of it, right? So this was for me, like they didn't know the hero. And so I got them kind of
That was the best part.
so it was kind of nice to be able to say, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this instead. And they're really old.
That's good they were, yes. I know Ruben mentioned that in Manson, where like for some reason that script is completely different. And you see all five of you come everybody and change the script as
So yeah, we were just going through it. And then we would work off of each other. It's like, oh, that doesn't feel right when you say that. I need to say this. And so it was better. It was more fluid. That's good.
So we're technical difficulties. We're going to get that going. So in the meantime,
Woo!
But they're gonna get it.
yeah.
The stories were fascinating. You workshopped the material. You guys actually bounced ideas off of each other and really talk about a collaboration. That must have been so satisfying.
100%. And then be able to, like, we're talking about, like, being there, like, especially with 5. We did it, like, 5 really transformed that story.
Yeah, because when we first got the script, it was, we were like, because it's, you know, in Japanese gaming culture and everything, just Japanese culture in general, once something was quite rigid.
It's so true.
What the hell was that music? Was that for Devil May Cry?
We gotta work on a TV. That's
Good point about what is committed to the page.
Yeah,
Starts becoming sacred in Japan.
so working years doing localizations from games and stuff and from Japanese to English, there is a certain rigidity, rigidness with those projects, and there's pluses and minuses. But in our case, because a lot of things get lost in translation, it's kind of a minus. So we got the original script, and we were like, oh, wow, this is not really what
It's not how we would say things. It's not how we see things. Like, you guys were there and actually, so, yeah, but we knew our characters. So we knew when we saw some of the things in the pages, it was like, that's not really how we would say that, how we would phrase that. And then because we were there, we got to work things out. And we're like, I think I want to say this. And then how would you react? You know,
And what was really good was we had earned the trust of Isuma, the director, and some of the other Capcom producers, because for 3, that was a battle, let me tell you. I had myself, my partner at the time, Shibata from my business, just talking.
He loves it.
So every little change we had to like get clear, and it was quite a battle. And we had earned Capcom's trust. So by the time we got to Devil May Cry 5, and we got to set, they were like, you guys do what you want to do, which was awesome. Which you rarely get that opportunity. So,
Oh, there he is. Well, I'll just...
thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulties we had earlier. We're really excited to be here, and let's get the show started. So yeah, we were just saying then how we had sort of the freedom because we were kind of trust over the years with so like the third one, part 3 when we first came on, every little change was quite a meaning, changing the line, 2 words, and by the time we got to 5, Lisa's on the staff were like, you guys just do whatever you want, basically. I mean, for the most part, because they trusted that we knew the characters. They let us have the freedom when it came to changing lines, So that's what
Thank
we
you,
use.
Mr. Mason. Sorry, interrupt.
That's really a cool thing though, that you have Capcom creators create the
I better put this on
vision,
airplane mode.
the visionaries trust. And like at one point they're like, you know what? Ask the character what it is.
Yeah, you do hold this
Whenever
person.
you get that
Keep,
knowledge,
keep
so
shooting
it's
them.
so much because you've been the one living as the character. You really do know it's in your bones.
Yeah, believe it or not, I don't know what's in that. Luxury is that. It's very strange you should. But often we're told what to do and understand. So it's nice when you get to collaborate and it shows the value of what comes out of collaboration. And I think that's video game 2019. That's actually. What do you think about the scenes got? Something like best actor. Something like best dance out. I hear stuff. I cannot hear it.
So Emilio has some questions prepared for us.
I didn't do it.
And then I have about a 10-minute clip, 11 minutes of some fun antics behind the scenes stuff from Devil May Cry 4, shooting in Japan. You know, you get a bunch of foreigners, especially these characters in Japan, doing video game for enough weeks, months, and
I'm very scared.
there's some there's some big stuff in there. And just before we even get started, the whole, there's a picture there. When we were filming Devil May Cry 5, we were on the Toei lot, Toei Studios, and Koichi Sakamoto, who was the whole reason why this all came together, he was super busy, he was filming Kamen Rider or something, and we were having a lunch break, and we all joined in the cafeteria. We walked over to the Toei zone kind of cafeteria and walked there. And we were having lunch, and Koichi came to join us, and we got to catch up. It was super awesome. But Devil May Cry wouldn't have happened without Koichi, because he brought these guys in, he brought me in to the Power Ranger universe, and so that's.
Yeah, I tell people all the time that Devil May Cry wouldn't be what it is without Power Rangers Time Force. Johnny Kiichi. So without Power Rangers in America as it is, Devil May Cry wouldn't be what it is.
So just
They
to
still have money. That part would be great. The rest of it.
But that just wanted to lay the foundation, and then whenever you feel like the time is good, we'll pop over.
See what I told you?
Originally started with Super Sentai panel with me and Blake, and we're like, hey, maybe we should get Ruben in here. And then Ruben was like, dude, they can talk about all this good stuff and what we did. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then we, obviously, Power Morphicon, we see the cast, and I'm like, great. Wait, that's the Devil May Cry reunion here.
So that's right. We were talking about putting together this.
So what we do, because it is Power Morphicon 2024, we're gonna be short on our questions. We're gonna leave it to you guys. Ruben has a lot of special stuff to show, but we also want to involve you guys too. So like they say, the man just never knows, but it always shows up when it wants to. Alright, so first question, guys. I'm here with my co-host Philippe. Philippe's a big Super Sentai fan on our show. Honestly, guys, thank you for coming. We know that we bring a lot of Power Rangers in our show. And if you want to ask the first question?
Sure. So I actually have a burning question because I know that Johnny and Ruben and Dan in some way. Do you know what lineage Wing Chun you guys all study? What lineage? Yeah, lineage.
You studied it in this time, though, so you did. So.
The Wing Chun I study is modified from it's taught at the Renaissance studio.
amazing. And also, he loves to preserve some traditional stuff. So there is access to a more traditional application of the channel through Seafoam in Atlanta. So,
Francis Fong.
Francis, I was going to say Parker, because that's what was in my head. I was going to say Seafoam. But yeah, Devils and Parker. So, and that's also his company. So there you go. Where I come from, where probably a lot of the West Coast may come from. There's definitely some traditional forms and sources.
I never formally studied Wing Chun, but I did when I grew up in Atlanta. And I used to go to Francis Fong's dojo.
It's cool.
And I couldn't afford the tuition. So I would just sit in the lobby and peer through. They had like not even a window, I think it was open. And see everybody practicing the Wing Chun moves. And I would just like, oh yeah. And I'm like trying to remember the moves.
That's so cool.
And then my Asian buddies, I was hanging out with some Lao Asian buddies that were in my school, and we kind of go there. We loved when Dragon movie story came out in the movie theater. We were like, listen to the soundtrack, getting all pumped up, and then we try to remember the Wing Chun moves from Francis songs, and we kind of play around and try to do Ichi-san and all that stuff. And then I think we learned to sing out from some poster or something. So it was not learning like properly, but we definitely.
I wouldn't call it. Again, this is the stuff that I said is modern. But Francis Fong does come to our to get us on that.
Yeah, well, mine would be, it would be, my instructor studied at Santo, but then what we studied was just like we did with stuff. And so we had various different patterns that we would do. And then application was always different. Application was like, you can do this, and then you can go in and grab it.
Who just did it?
Well, who I at the time was Sherman. When I was doing that, but then before that, I would learn whoever was like a JKP guy, Tsuyoshi.
So I was going to say, I know you studied Tsuyoshi. If you studied Tsuyoshi, Tsuyoshi is one of the highest ranking students in the Devils right now who is teaching this stuff. He's the guy who studied it. So really,
Tsuyoshi, but also like his legs are like calves are like that. Try to do some Muay Thai with it. Like, oh my gosh.
Tsuyoshi Abe was friends with Koichi and Alpha Stunts, and he'd always come hang out, and never really worked directly with them, but other than teaching like Wing Chun and some of the Sambo Academy stuff. But yeah, he's a high ranking.
it's very good. Anyway, you're a martial arts geek.
Yes, we're
affiliated with Bruce's lineage. He's changed over the years. He's really expanded.
but we all learned movie Wing Chun from Koichi.
Movie Wing Chun is definitely.
Yes,
Koichi was a black belt.
All right, I have a question for all of you. If you can choose to hang out with any cartoon or animation character, who would you choose and why?
Samurai Jack. Live City.
Well, you want somebody without drama, though. And that would be boring. And I guess I'd go with Vash.
Rick Hunter from Robotech, which is just because as a kid I was like, I want to be a pilot, I want to be like that guy. And how did you make that hair stay that way all the time? How do you fight Centrati with one eye covered with your hair? Those would be the questions I would ask.
That's hard for me. I mean, I would say fresh out the Barbie movie, I'd like to be in the pink Barbie world. That'd be amazing. Alex Straza from World of Warcraft. I just did a huge story on
dads and other life goals, and as close as I'll ever get to Kate Blanchett. I would love to experience that whole dragonflight
No, we can't.
story, that whole thing. But then there's the blood and the munching and all that. So that brings me closer to the bebop. And maybe if I wasn't broke, I would hang out with Faye and but I think I get a lot of oolongs for that.
So, this is aimed at all of you guys. What is your least known project that any of you have the most fun working on?
What's that?
The least known project that you had the most fun with?
Least known project that I had more obscure.
Well, the least known project is not tonight.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, which title? That's part of the problem. So it's Broken Path, Broken Fist.
That's right.
It's happening out of I actually had a hand in that. Wait, he's my trainer.
What is the thing that I know that you brought us?
Disaster. Disaster Dave Crisis.
Nintendo gave them disaster.
Yeah,
Probably the worst video game.
Nobody's seen the videos. It's a disaster. Yeah, did you play that?
I played it over Colonel.
And I was his underling.
Something like that.
Betrayed him and did I kill you?
No, spoilers.
It truly was a disaster.
Do you have a related question?
I was watching this one thing once, and there were some kids playing baseball, and then all of a sudden Virgil was there, and that was pretty cool. I think you either punched someone in the face or got punched in the face.
The Rookie. So I work as a guest star right now. I'm still working as an actor. And right now I'm doing a lot of guest stars.
Love that show.
He's talking about guest starring in an episode of The Rookie as a baseball coach who was punched in the face by an angry mom.
Oh my god, I have got to see that episode again. No, it's... Do you know Brandon Faye? What's her name?
So while we're on set, she was really nervous. And it's okay. I had to be careful not to offer too much advice because there was some work to step on his toe. I retired as a stunt don't step on anybody's toes when it comes to being in that sort of position. So that's it. I'll appear on shows in strange characters. Some strange characters in character sometimes as a guest star. Yeah, every once in a while, if you're watching TV, you might see me show up. Suddenly it's the dad who hits a pie in the face.
What about kicking it? You guys know about kicking it? Okay, so Dan shows up and gets pies in the face, I get pies in the face. It was a kid's show for Disney for a few seasons. I started doing it and brought Minji and Dan. We did some wiring.
We're going on for it. Don't let us do that.
Just keep talking. It's great. This is get to know actors. This is how we are. This is how we really find out the most about each other, and that's why I enjoy doing panels so much. It's interaction with you, the fans, and also getting to hear more about your friends. I have a couple favorites that are really obscure. I did a game series of games as Wonder Woman actually, and it was just like such an honor. I loved it so much. It's very little known. And I also got to do, and this film is coming back. I can't believe it. Run Lola Run was this great German movie. Yeah, and I got to dub Lola, and she was.
Wait, hold up. You did that?
It's just she's so strange series of movies I did called Weather Woman. Japanese. Oh, you know. Yes, I'm going to tell the story. So, so I started playing this particular actress in a number of films that she did, a Japanese actress who's beautiful and body is very modified and curvy and gorgeous. And she plays the weather woman. And every day she gives her weather report. Keep me honest if I have this right. And when she gets to the end of her broadcast, she tells you the daily color. And she lifts her skirt and confirms it. And today's color is blue. And it's just like, this is the thing? Okay.
That's the most tame that it gets. That's the most tame it is. It gets way worse than
it gets. Well, I wasn't including that part. It's an adult entertainment title, yes. And my criteria is consensual. Yeah, because I've had to play a few samurai's wives who were not enjoying themselves in the bedroom. So that's kind of the criteria, that it needs to be consensual and if possible with humor, even more fun. But yeah, if Run Lola Run comes back, check it out. It's a really cool film.
It's still out there. It won some awards.
It did, and it's getting a theater release.
Yeah,
it's
so
a
it's
theater release.
one of those classic
We're at that time if you want to show your video.
All right, so a little context, which I kind of said earlier, but so this started, this was a journey. What year did we go to Japan? Is that 2000?
yes. Somewhere around there.
It was somewhere around 2001.
Happy anniversary.
No, it was
Is she? I know where he's going. Is he?
Nobody looked it up yet?
Let me just say, I was putting this together last night. The video is still in its SD, so this is before we had HD video.
Yeah, this is sometime. This is before or after.
PlayStation 2 guys.
Yeah.
Why around 2002?
Anyways, so we were in Japan at that time, and then we did Devil May Cry 4. That was in the middle. I didn't behind the scenes footage of that. There was shots and footage. I don't know. I don't know. I just have our behind the scenes. We're not behind the scenes. We have some pictures. Yeah, there's some pictures, but I didn't have any escapades.
It's the good stuff.
What's he up to?
Would you guys want to take a seat in the audience? Johnny, Dan,
Go. Come on, go ahead. Come sit with us. Oops.
some shots from the quad. This was actually a video game that Johnny and I been in some more time. I'll be right back.
Slower.
There's Dan looking like Steven Seagal.
You bastard! You ruined it.
There's some intercut scenes of from the video game where they were playing with the new game engine at the time, and they were doing some fun things that were fun.
Last signal.
So this has never been seen, right?
Some of this stuff has never been seen.
Never been seen since the throws.
I see you guys all have your phones recording. I prefer you not, because I don't want to get the Capcom images on me.
He was just kidding.
Yeah, they need some time, so let's do some more questions.
Son of a witch. Just when it was start to getting good. Oh,
We got some fans who have some questions too. Yeah, so what do you guys do that? You guys go. All right, let's go right here.
So you guys are talking about like the different types of acting you've done, like suit acting, the acting with like DMC, voice acting, obviously. What are the differences between it, and how is it more or less difficult than one or the other? And what is your favorite if you have one?
Was it less or more which?
Like difficult or easier?
Well, each one of them could be any of that. You know, it depends on the role, how tricky the lip flap is, and the voiceover. Sometimes you get into something that's like, okay, first off, none of the script is going to work because there's maybe not enough words or there's too many words, you know, and you have to adjust on the fly, which usually if it's like directing, she's also probably writing on the fly, right?
Yeah, mostly writing most of the time on the phone.
So it really depends on the role. Sometimes if it comes in great, the script is great, you're like timing it out, you're like, oh, this is, you know, usually that's when the writer is familiar with it, and it's pacing things out. They're all fun. I don't know that I would say one is more difficult than the other.
Do you have a preference?
You know, I do like them all, really, because they're very different, you know, and there's a lot of, so one of the pluses for voiceover is you're scheduled for a certain time. So if I'm supposed to be there for 2 hours, 10, 12 or whatever, I'm working that time. If I'm working on a film or even mocap, you get suited up, you do T-pose, get ready, and then you wait until everyone's ready to go. You know, there's set lines, sometimes you're sitting in your trailer for maybe an hour, you know, or more throughout the day, and then you go and you film for like a minute, or not very long, now we gotta change. So there's a lot of sitting around. But you are much more involved when you're doing on camera.
I think many
Well,
of
let me
us
guess,
that are
technical difficulties.
Ruben. I think a lot of us that are in post-production really like variety, and for me, that's sort of what I thrive off of. I enjoy that one day I know I'm going to be in a recording studio for X amount of hours. After that, I might have a rehearsal or a dance class, or I have another session. Maybe I'm working on some music. It's that variety, changing it up, that just makes it so fresh and interesting. And really, the skill set that we use for ADR, for dubbing, is very right brain, left brain. Super technical, but you have to have your creative side engaged, ready to go right away. Like there's almost no time to plan your creative side of recording. It's much more about matching the technical demands, and then the better, more experienced actors really have access to the artistry that makes it all come together so quickly. But yeah, like even in a play, you're living with a character for an ongoing period of time, and that's really rich and satisfying, like Johnny was saying, being able to be immersed in his mocap character and recording dialogue, and then going back and polishing the ADR later is really satisfying stuff. So yeah, I don't think we look at it as, ooh, it's going to be a hard day. I think it's much more psyching up to the demands and meeting them and feeling really satisfied by doing quality work. Anything you say, contrast? Are you having a quality
The
control?
Minor Brands.
He lied.
Of course you were. This is absolute BS right now.
I guess it's a question for
But I love it.
return to a role after years have gone by. Have you found it difficult to return to that character's voice a bit? Or the kind of easier
Yes.
breaks that the years have gone by?
Yes, virtual. We did Devils Power 15 years ago. And I had changed. And I just wasn't where I was. And thankfully, they made the characters older. So it sort of fit. Any changes that would happen naturally in my voice. Because over the years, have changed the way I use my voice. And it's not. In fact, I just finished a video game 2 weeks ago, actually 3-4 weeks ago. They hired me to play this character. I don't want to say any titles or anything because I'm known for but they asked me to do my voice the way it was back in 2004. Can you do the younger version? And so that was challenging. I had to kind of find my younger voice was I had to just sort of keep playing it until I got to this place where my voice sounded really sort of boyish kind of tone. It was very tough because it starts to sing into this, get into this. And they go, leave this girl, get it. So, anyway.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I do know that, I mean, I've done a couple of shows that I worked on many years ago that have come back, and then just the way I would breathe is different. You know, like when I first started, like, I didn't breathe like now, it's like after so many years, you just know when and where to breathe. Yeah, so, I mean, usually you find it, and then you go, okay, watch it. I mean, for me, it was like, okay, well, let me do that and breathe that weirdly. You know, that I used to breathe, you know? And then so it was like that, and then you could find it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's where the voice is. But then when I got there, well, I'm supposed to try that really. And when I got to the new one, it's nothing like that. So it's like, I can't really even do that anymore. It's like that voice wouldn't fit in this one. So I can pepper and sort of that into it. So it's like, so when you listen, you'll be like, okay, that's the same bash, but the world is different, and so it should feel a little bit.
I just wanted to add that I think that I find we are in the position more often of campaigning to replay a role that has much time has passed. With the Digimon series, they made a decision at one point to just clean the slate and recast all of this. It was kind of heartbreaking. So that's really hard. As an actor, you never know if you're going to be able to maintain your character after years pass. So I think we like to make the case that we can live up to that challenge. And generally what it means is pitching up and bringing your voice to just a higher place, and energetically you're moving and breathing a little faster. So we use a lot of reference. We'll hear tracks that we've done recorded before and then repeat it. Play the sample, repeat the sample. And once in a while, if I'm directing, I might say we're 15, 20, 30 minutes into the session. Let's just go back and listen to that reference again and make sure we're staying true to that voice. So I always feel like I can convince my clients, if I'm involved with the directing and writing team, that we can have almost 100% return rate with the original casting if we just take a little extra time to dial in voice. Yeah. I was TK. I was TK. And now you're me, grown up.
That's cute.
I guess to follow up on what his question was, so you never know if a series is going to come back. Let's say it took 11 plus years for Devil May Cry 5 or 10 plus years for Bleach. How is it when you guys find out, well, you got the role back, or you want to be part of that role again?
You hear like the rumors first. It's like a rumor. And it's like, okay, that'd be cool. But then there's also this like, we're gonna have to fight for it. We had to audition actually for 5.
Well, you kidding?
Audition for our roles. Yeah. Trying to make sure we can still do it. But yeah, you did.
Well, did you know you auditioned for Dante?
We did audition for Dante. That was 3.
But I thought we also did 4.
No, 4 I definitely came in for. But 3, yeah, 3 was Dante. We both just have Dante, and then Ruben, of course.
Sit across from us. Reading the other lines. Somehow he got Dante. Can we hear the voice that you guys would have used for Dante?
I did. There's a change in the attitude of the delivery. The voice is going to sound the same. It's just a change in the attitude. And Dante is closer to my real personality. So that's I'm giving more of the listen. Threw a couple of slices on the floor just to get
Sure. Yeah. What are some differences between doing stunts in like live action settings like Power Rangers and doing stunts for mocap for video games?
You get more pads everywhere. You don't have to hide the pads. Sometimes you can't count pads in the shot. In mocap, you're like, it's okay. Just use the data here, and then we'll fix that part later. That's great. Mocap is awesome for doing stunts.
Is there a piece of art or media that you got that made that? Is there a piece of art or media or a movie like
Is there a piece of art?
You're gonna have to stand up a little louder.
Is there like a movie or a TV show that really inspired you to get onto your profession? Like a movie that inspired you?
I mean, well, the start of it really was, for me, it was like watching Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Kung Fu theater, and I wanted to do action and martial arts on television.
When Johnny and I were growing up, we had a lot of Asian action films. So when Bruce Lee, and of course he did all this in the 70s, but they started to play for action awards. I want to see it. So, like as we were 7, 8, 9, and 10, and right around there, like 7, 8, and 9, his movies were wildly popular. It was just absolutely distributed everywhere. So we were exposed to that. It was electrifying to see that for the first time, the Asian guy was the star of the movie. I remember watching him in Return of the Dragon and thinking, wow, this guy's really cool. This guy's gonna die soon. And then, like, halfway through the movie, I'm like, I think this guy's the hero. And then I was hooked. That's what it was.
We're gonna give it one last try, guys, and hopefully we get this working.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. Take 3.
Oh my god. It reminds me of the tiny toilet from Despicable Me.
Wait, I don't see him. Okay, see the guy over here? Is that, see the guy? Is that, see this guy right here? This guy right here? He doesn't like us. He doesn't like us. Let him tell. Listen to me. There you go. Here goes. Here goes. Here goes. You know his name? Just like, give him a little head crush. Come on. Fuck you.
What am I watching?
Bye. Ta-da. Yay. Ta-da. Give me a kiss. I miss you.
What the?
Oh my god.
No! Oh! he's gonna show up through the curtain just like in Psycho. I swear, it's gonna be just like Psycho. And just like that, I was right. You had it coming. Oh, he's gonna show up in the elevator. Oh Jesus! It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
One of the cool things about Japan is all the bathrooms come equipped with water like drinking fountains.
What the hell, Was that it?
Oh, nice.
You want to sleep?
There it is. That was it.
Dan, I have one thing to say. You better work.
Dan, you remember those, right? Colin Loving, Wilkinson, and some of those. They're really long. staff members who had birthdays during the filming of the game. So this time, that last one, it was Yuji's birthday. So we put that video together for his birthday. So there was like fun stuff there. But yeah.
The culture, just the work culture, is they work hard and come in and there's not a lot of complaining here. It's really disciplined, hard work. But they have fun with this. They don't do that. And I think that's amazing. And it was a lot of fun to participate in, and it is helpful and soulful. I wish we did more of that. You know, if we made videos like that here at work, we could, we have punitive measures taken against us. And they're very productive. They work hard over there. So, a lesson to take.
Anyways, as you can see, we have fun. We work hard, but we have fun.
Yeah. Well, actually, they were a little bit taken aback when we first came there as Americans, because we were joking all the time and having a good time on set. So, in some sense, I guess what I'm saying about how it's here is not 100% true. We have fun here too. And we definitely made them uncomfortable with how much fun we were having. Times we wore off on the road.
Yeah, but over time, I think we really adjusted and when it was time to be serious, we were serious.
Yes.
We tried to be serious.
We were.
And then they were able to have fun. But yeah, as you can see, some of the staff members, just to get them to smile, like, hey guys, we have a little video here. But Yuji, the director, he knew how to let those.
Yeah, you can go a long time in this industry, and there can be some not so great experiences. When everything comes together, the cast and the crew all are just the right mix. There's a great energy. That doesn't happen as often as you like. Because everybody's working hard. It's not a taking industry. It's just a lot of times it's a very stressful job. There's a lot of work to get done now. Deadlines are always now, or is it? So when you have an atmosphere like this where everybody comes together and there's a little room for fun like that, memorable too. Those are golden moments. Those are treasures. And there's only, I only have like maybe 3 or 4 shows in my whole career of 30 years where I can look back like that and go, yeah, that was a great time. It was a great time. So just share.
Yeah, and I was going to say that it was because of our experience on Power Rangers, working with Koichi and the Japanese something that it was really easy for us to sort of integrate into that work style. And I definitely, again, want to give credit to Koichi and the stunt team and the martial arts. I think there was a respect. So Yuji, I know he loves Dan, I know he loves Johnny because they're so talented martial artists. He made me kind of like me a little bit, but not as much as he because if you got your guys' background, you're having done Power Rangers, it's just there's an unspoken language that comes with martial arts and the action cinema that Yuji also comes from that. Yuji was the director of the Cry scenes that he was able to just really
Johnny and I are very lucky as I think we're the only 2 actors in the show. And I apologize for this. I think we're the only 2 actors who really did a lot of fun stunts. It was almost like expected. It was. Oh, then there's Jason. That's right. And I just meant for a long time because we were
he would always have ideas. He would say some things, I definitely see Johnny butterfly twist. But that was
so what I'm getting at about that is that's an interesting experience because that introduces us to the world of Japanese stunt where that discipline and that structure takes place. It has a very culturally Japanese method. And it allowed us to assimilate into interested that Japanese woman.
I specifically, when I was asked to do the castings, I really specifically was looking for guys and girls who had experience working on Power Rangers because they knew the culture. And what we did with my company, Just Cause, at the time was we had to sponsor these guys' visas, and we didn't want. So our reputation was on the line. If the actors did anything out of line in Japan, like going to the Pachinko parlors and knocking over Pachinko balls, then you have the others that are coming after you. And, we're kind of on the line for that, so we had to make sure. You know what I'm talking about, man?
What you call me?
Pachinko balls and the Pachinko.
Oh, yeah.
Getting drunk and causing havoc in the streets.
There's a lot that was left out.
We're on the line for that, so we needed to make sure that we picked actors that we could trust when we got them over there. So I was very selective in the casting system, the big open casting. I picked actors that I had worked with or knew that would be and understand the culture. So when we got to Japan, things we could keep it contained. We tried. But again, I had to
reasonably contained.
I had to get actors that trusted.
We were only ever a while offset. Yeah, outside. If you could call us one, I don't even think we were that loud. I've seen why we were not hitting that threshold quite yet.
No, it was very, very deep. But yeah, so that was another thing that had to be considered when you're bringing actors over to other countries and sponsoring the visas, and your company is on the line for it. Then you want to make sure you get actors that know the culture and can, not get negative in the streets.
I loved working for Ruben's company. I got to go to Japan 5 times. I loved it. I still love it. I was disappointed when the company dispersed because I was going to Japan, not just there. I was living.
Just going on in Japan. I left the company, sort of shut down the American operation, but they're still going in Japan.
Oh, awesome. What? We are? Am I not supposed to say something right now? Did I say something?
You've been in that situation before,
You're going to start rumors about something else.
Well, I mean, we got in trouble for all kinds of stuff before. We don't even get into it anymore, right?
What's that?
Well, I got in trouble because we didn't know if Part 5 was happening. And remember we were doing the Chico thing? And then I took a picture of us in the wheelchairs together. And then they were like, you need to take that down right now.
Yeah, I'm working on the thing.
Yeah, we don't say what it is, but it's like you guys together can never be seen together.
So if we get one year, we're going to take a picture. Get nice and spicy, guys.
The three of us in Japan is a big thing. Right.
Well, we I'm sorry to do this to you. Thank you guys. And I'm going to touch on what Dan said, making a place for all of us. I think Scott made a place for all of us. Thanks to you guys, thanks to the fans. I don't know.
I'm going to go wrap up. If there's people there, yeah.
Okay, guys, so if tomorrow's, I know Ruben's going to be here. If you guys want to get a couple signatures today, tomorrow's going to be in that house. Thank you guys.
Can we get a farewell quote to meet you guys?
Oh, yeah. You would bring that up.
In your voice?
Yes.
You?
Let everyone take out their phones.
I already got mine out, baby. Oh, just do it. Get it over with.
Give us one. What the hell is this? Yeah, supply one.
Now you, Dan.
Kneel before me. It begins. Stay motivated. Foolishness. Yes. Unfortunately, our souls are at odds. I need more power. To freeze my bones around. If you want it, then you'll have to take it. All things end with us. Don't you dare say it. I think you said Jack. Mind controls everything.
Iconic! Iconic!
Thank you guys.
Okay, bye.